It's not anything to be ashamed of to say, well, it kind of looks like that structure's worked quite well for the entire duration of mankind, and so maybe we mess with it at our peril.
You're hearing about family values from the childless and unmarried. Don't follow them.
The women have to stop blaming men for their sense of malaise or misery.
I didn't create you people to kill and torture and rape each other. I created you to be good to each other. I love the God who had a flood.
So today, Dennis Prager and PragerU released their God and Morality video about, well, basic morality. And about how, without God, morality, right and wrong, are merely opinions. And ultimately, they're not wrong. In fact, one of the failings, one of the shortcomings of atheism and the necessary moral subjectivity that it necessitates is that it lacks the moral authority to define evil. And the reason that it's important to define evil is very simply because if you lack that authority, that which you view as a moral can become eventually immoral. And that which you deem to be immoral can eventually be called good. It's that authority that keeps everything in check and neatly where it's supposed to be. And as I was responding to Tim Pool, and I think it was Shoe on Head, who also had objections to this, I heard a very reductionist argument from, someone who's obviously an atheist, someone who disagrees. And here's the thing, in the video, Prager's very clear. He says, look, this does not mean that all Christians are good people, and that people who follow the Bible are necessarily good or moral people. And it doesn't say that Christians are by default good, or people who follow the Bible are necessarily good because they agree that the Bible is a valid moral code. What it's saying is that without God as the moral authority, what is right and wrong is necessarily subjective and only your opinion. Now, one bozo says, I absolutely do have the authority to declare what is evil in society or for me, and I can say it's X, Y, and Z. And I looked at him like, no, you can't. Because eventually, or even tomorrow, someone else can walk up and do something to you that is completely and utterly immoral against your code. And without that objective morality from a divine source, it seems, it might even be legal. And you have absolutely no recourse for it. And here's another thing that people seem to get confused right off the bat. They seem to think that morality is the same as a... No, let me rephrase that. Let me go back on that. It seems that they're confusing the argument of objective morality with the idea of different belief systems. Just because someone has a different belief system does not change the fact that there is an objectively superior moral standard. That's the main thrust of the objective morality statement. It's not that there aren't other things that people believe, it's that there are a set of beliefs that are intrinsically superior to all others. And that moral code is found in Scripture. And that's pretty much where it ends. Alright guys, real quick, if you guys like the channel, feel free to please leave a donation so we can keep the channel going. All donations go to support the channel, more equipment, better content. But if you don't want to just leave a donation, feel free to jump by Carnal's Menagerie. We sell basically t-shirts, if you have any kind of carnalism that you want to see on a t-shirt, please go ahead and leave it in the comments and I will get that uploaded for you. But guys, this is how you support the channel. Anyways, thank you guys as always, and just remember, stay carnal. Bye guys.